For NBA action. On 2K Sport. Now Golden State's starting five. We've got Green. Peyton is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at center. And for Phoenix, you've got Lee. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Bull in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Peyton finds Curry. Misses the layup. And it's Phoenix's ball. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's Curry. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Back to Curry. Outside, Green. Out to Peyton. Outside, Curry. 3 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Butler missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade?
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Gary Payton. Curry against Booker. Curry kicks to Green. Here's Moody. And the Warriors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he gets it to go.
Booker showing some power.
And stolen by Booker. Durant just inside the line. From outside the arc, it's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Phoenix leading by 5. They swipe it. Curry passes to Green. For 3, it's Curry. That time on the assist from Green. Curry's got 5 now.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
On the wing, Lee. And he banks in the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. The shake. Pass to Moody. Curry against Booker. Here's Moody. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
The drive by Booker. And Booker throws it down.
This is the confidence Booker has in himself. He feels like no one can guard him, and he's probably right.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens. But as especially blatant on drives to the rim.
1:02 left to play in the first. And Curry, here we go. Shot clock at 6. Blocked again.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. High post, KD. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Lee. Here's Moody. Off target with his 3. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker. And the layup is good. Booker's got 8 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Booker outside. Down low. Here's Lee. Off with the layup. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He notched 8 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Suns.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
We've got Booker. O'Neal is out there with Dunn. Then there's Bull. And it's Lee in at the 2 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix. And Devin Booker in the paint.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Here's Booker following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Bull finds Dunn. The Suns need to get a shot off. They get it again. O'Neal looking around. Tries again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos has checked in. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
Here's O'Neal. The Warriors making the shot. And Santos pulls it down.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Pass to post. Lee with the steal. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Phoenix making a change here. Beal's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen.
Review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Hield comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Moody. Throw good, Beal.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Curry passes to Butler. Booker against Curry. Here's Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Butler against Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's 1:59 left here in the second. To the paint, just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in.
The quickness of Curry makes quick defensive reads, knowing precisely when to knife inside.
Booker with it. Butler covering. Bowles setting the pick for Booker. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Curry.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
And Phoenix with another turnover here. And the Suns here with a different look. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Bol. Durant comes in for O'Neal. Grayson Allen's checked in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
He's a magician inside. Curry always finds a window.
Here's Durant. And that time, also a missed shot. Warriors have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Payton passes to Santos. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
On a Hield, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And he makes both free throws. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
And here are the Warriors now. The Suns getting the bucket. Hield, the pass to Santos. Payton dishes to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Santos. Misses the 3. Outside Durant. And count it from 19 feet away. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter. It's stolen by Jones. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Phoenix ahead. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Stephen Curry's out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Hield in at the small forward.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
To the inside. It's stolen by Hield. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, we've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Curry is inside. Working on Jones. Payton kicks to Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Beal with a screen on Green. No good from Durant. Here's Golden State. This run now up to 13-2. They kick it out to Green. Hield outside. Curry on the wing. Defended by Jones. Payton in the corner. 4 on the clock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The three from KD. Oh, KD parries the three.
Of all the things that Durant is great at, that pull-up shot is up there. It's devastating if you're a defender.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Kuminga. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Allen at the screen for KD. Plumlee with it. Nothing on the board. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Suns trail by 9. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And that one, good.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Curry to the rim. And they pick up 2. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. Up top, Curry, defended by Booker. Here's post. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Dunn passes to O'Neal. Inside. Here's Lee. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Lee's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Curry with it. Now Bull defending. Here's post. Another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Bull, that's good.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Warriors leading by 9. Here's Curry. He has 31. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Durant's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Payton from outside. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And that's an intentional foul.
4th personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution for the Warriors.
19 seconds left in the 3rd. Dunn with a screen on Green. KD dishes to Lee. Pass to Bull. Just 4 to shoot. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Bull's got 8 points in the quarter.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Team. Another big cheer for your Suns Youth Team. Make some noise.
Healed from outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. You've got Nick Richards. Booker out there with Lee. Then there's Dunn. And it's KD in at the 4. Who's out there for Phoenix.
Signature move by Butler. He's a slasher by nature. Really goes hard to the cup.
Outside for Durant. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. Dunn outside. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Richards. And finally they hit one.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Green with a screen for Butler. The rebound by Richards. Suns trail by 7. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Neal's checked in for Nick Richards. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Hield. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. They've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Warriors leading by 7. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Outside, KD. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Back to Booker. Goes back up. Done outside. To the middle. Wants to get it to Booker and does.
Yeah, and I love what Butler gives this team on the defensive end. Can guard a number of positions and does a good job with his help team.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Butler. Through tight coverage. Butler knocks it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
The three from KD. Phoenix, no good that time either. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's Curry with the drive. It's good. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Curry. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's KD for 3. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Stolen by Durant. This one for 3. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
Oh, come on, KD. Go easy on him. Goodness.
It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 38 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
The inside, guarded by Curry. Fires from deep. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Kevin Durant.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And a deep 3 from Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
No good on the triple. Booker against Green. Green with the block. And here's the fast break. And Kuminga throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. O'Neal, the good-looking shot from the wing.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 44. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And all right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you. You know, on paper, this looks... like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Here's Bull. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Yes, it's good.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And here's Memphis now. And here's Morant outside. Counted from distance. Morant's got 5.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Done with it. He's picked up by Payne. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Durant with a screen on Morant. Here's Booker. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Jackson for 3. Bull grabs the board. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Durant. And he buries his first look.
This is where his length and size are a factor. Kevin Durant getting an easy opportunity inside.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And that one's good by Durant.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a 3, I'll make one right in your eye.
And it's Morant missing.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Now here's Bull. Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Bain with it, defended by Dunn. Pass to Edey to end the run. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Suns lead by 4. Outside Durant. Minute 32 left in the first quarter. And here's Dunn. Here's Lee. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Edey for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And Booker with the jam.
A little athletic ability on display by D-Book.
There's Jackson with the 3, and another 3 for Memphis.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Bain, no good. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Bowl, the pass to Booker. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. On the wing, Durant, defended by Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Jackson, the screen. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Hits the trifecta. Jackson's got 6.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
From 17, and that one's good by Durant.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
They've got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker out there with Damian Lee. Then it's Bol, and it's Dunn in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
Just good play recognition and quick hands. That's how Booker picks up his steals.
Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 9.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
They'll credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Jackson, the screen. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, There is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Booker for three, hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Lee. It's deflected. Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. Here's Dunn. Three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. The three from Bane. Drills it from deep. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Durant. Oh, it's stolen. To the left wing. Here's Wells. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Lee, the pass to Durant. KD! What else would you expect?
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Edie. Jacks up a 3. Durant pulls it in. Suns trail by 4. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. From the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Bane with the ball for the Grizzlies. And here's Morant outside. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. That doesn't go either for Durant. Grizzlies lead by 4. Pass to Edie. From downtown. The shot misses. Well, the Suns' shooting is around 55% so far. Durant for 3. Durant! Money from the corner.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner 3 and turn the lights out.
And it's Morant off the drive. Here's Bane. Jackson for 3. Oh, denied by Durant. Jackson on the wing. From deep, Bane bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Durant. Easy money for KD inside.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Jackson against Durant. This one for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Durant has the open look, and it falls all over the rim and in. Durant's got 17.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
Jackson outside. Here's Edie. Bull covering. And it's Edie missing. Suns trail by 3. Pass to Durant. Back to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And here's Morant outside. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies leading by 1. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Santi Aldama out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Jackson. And it's Pippen in at the point guard position. And they take the lead. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Bradley Beal does not need to handle the ball to be a threat. He gets to the catch-and-shoot game and makes the defense pay.
the dunk.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Such a wide open look. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? Nah, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Count that one. Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Here's Beal. Allen outside. Plumlee a screen. Allen with it. Checked by Bagley. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Bagley. Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And Luke Kennard good for 3. Kennard's got 6 points.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
And it's O'Neal off the drive. Knocks it loose. And here's Memphis now. They're on a 10-2 run here.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kennard passes to Aldama. The 3. Pippen, no good. Suns trail by 4. Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Pippen, pass to Kennard. A minute 31 left in the third. Picked by Aldama. Bagley for 3, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Now Jones. No points yet. For 3, O'Neal. Pure from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 1. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Allen can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Kennard finds Bagley. Here we go, all alone. For 3, O'Neal. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. And again, it's Memphis missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bagley passes to Pippen. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 5. Suns trail by 4. For 3, O'Neal. The rebound by Jackson. Here's Aldama. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Booker on the take. Dunn outside. Down low. Here's Durant. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Memphis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Bol, Damian Lee out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And then Durant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Booker. What balance from Booker.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
From deep. Durant, no good. Memphis leading by 4. Over to the wing. Here's Edey. And he dunks it down.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Connects from downtown.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. And here's Jackson. The 3 is up. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 7 assists in the game. Booker, the pass to Durant. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from Bane. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
From deep, Morant. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Tipped. Here's Wells. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Booker. He got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Booker for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Bane's got 5 rebounds tonight. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Now here's Bane.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Edey. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Bane. Stolen by Booker. To the paint. What a throwdown from KD.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. Outside Morant. The 3 ball. Wells misses. Suns trail by 4. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Booker. Oh, Booker shrugging off the contact.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Morant. Here's Jackson.
Money. Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Booker. And he buries it.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
Jackson, the screen on Booker. Morant with it. Durant covering. Jackson surveying the D. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Phoenix with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Kennard for three. And buries it from deep. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. Outside Booker. Outside Bull. Fires the three. Oh, my! What a shot!
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Here's Kennard. No good. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
both teams. Look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center. Now Morant after the missed three from Stephen Curry. They get the rebound on the wing. Bane connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 6-point game.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pippen's checked in for Bane.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
There's Jackson with the three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Knocks down the three ball.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Here's Payton, following the basket by John Morant. Wells with it. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant against Butler. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jackson. That three off the mark. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Post. Out to Payton. Here's the screen. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Payton.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And so it's Memphis with it. The Warriors making the shot. Butler against Morant. Jackson has the open look. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
A floater. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. Pass to Wells. Pippen against Curry. There's the pick. Here's Edey from downtown. Rebound by Butler. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. We talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight. We'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Butler. Grizzlies making the shot. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
Morant sets a screen for Jackson. Pass to Wells. Morant kicks to Jackson. Green against Morant. Here's Edey, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Edey's got 5 points so far. Ball's knocked loose, and they double up Butler. Here's Post. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Memphis leading, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 9.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Green. Fires the 3. Jackson misses. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. No good. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Left side Curry. Pass to Post. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
So they take the lead. Post has got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Morant. A beautiful reverse layup. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Got a piece of it. Pippen against Curry. Pippen the pass to Morant. Pippen sets a screen for Morant. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Jackson, that's good.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Outside Butler. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. They kick out to Heel. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
They set the pick. Pass to Edey. Green against Jackson. And here's Morant. Now here's Wells. 4 on the shot clock. Over Curry. And a shot by Wells, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Green with a screen on Morant. Curry gets it to go inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Morant. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Curry against Pippen. Pass to post. Healed from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And never shying away from a 3. Hield has supreme confidence in his shot.
Pippen kicks to Wells. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Wells has got his first 3 points of the game. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front, leading by a point. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Desmond Bain. Bagley is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Kennard setting the pick for Jackson. No good on the 3. Golden State's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking a 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's Podziemski. No good from outside. Memphis has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Pass to Payton. Outside, Kuminga. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Kuminga, still without a basket. And the slam by Moody.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. Hit by Kuminga. Shot by Pajemski, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Kennard for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors.
Number 5, Kevon Looney.
Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Payton for the 3. Here's Looney, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Bane passes to Bagley. Tries the spin move. Back to Bane. His three-pointer is off the mark. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Payton inside. Defended by Bagley.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta. Kennard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Aldama. Defended by Looney. There's a screen by Aldama. Kennard for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Moody finds Payton. And the layup falls. Payton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Bane. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Bane's got 5 points so far.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
A nice shot by Moody.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bagley with a screen on Payton. Bane kicks to Bagley. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Moody. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pass to Aldama. Launches a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Aldama's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Looney with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Memphis leading by 3. We've got Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Payton. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Edey. Butler with the steal. Curry on the wing. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at learning when to attack down low.
Here's Edey. Outside for Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Wells. It's up a 3, and it's Jaren Jackson with the 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much, and you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Count that one.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
There's the screen. Pass to Edey. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
If you came to watch a score, scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
That one good for 2. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Jackson misses. Warriors trail by 3. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry passes to Green. Lets a floater go. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Butler against Morant. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Post. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Pass to Post. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Payton. Curry is inside. Pippen on him. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Stephen Curry. Morant scanning the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Now Morant. The tray. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And Curry drives in for the basket.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Morant kicks to Wells. Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. There's a good screen. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Warriors trail. Outside Curry. Here's Post. Butler from outside. Buries it from outside.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
It's Morant with the drive. Money!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Curry. Good!
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Dominguez come in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Curry. Memphis also making some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Edie. Luke Kennard comes in for Wells. And it's Bain in for Pippen. On offense, here are the Warriors. They lead by 1. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. G.G. Jackson comes in for Luke Kennard. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Curry against Pippen. Kuminga, screen on Pippen. Outside, Kuminga. Yes!
And they do have a foul to give.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so here's Memphis. They trail by 3, and he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. And he is unable to get the second one. And they commit an intentional foul. You see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
The 2K Sport. Here are the 5 for the Suns. We've got Damian Lee. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the center, filling out the middle. Butler's shot is good.
Kind of fun when you have a fast break where guys want to join you, and Jimmy Butler, he's a member of the party.
Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well, so the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
Now here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in.
Curry, not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
Green against Durant. Over Green. Hits it from the high post.
Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
Shot is good by Curry.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Booker finds Durant. Over Green. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Moody. And here's Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Butler with the jam.
On the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and coach said with most guys you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
Allie, thank you. And here are the Warriors now, after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Back to Curry. Here's Post. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Now you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
Here's Booker. Left side pull. Uncovered. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Dunn. Driving to the basket. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Moses Moody. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play. And how about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Curry passes to Moody. Off target with the 3. The Suns trailing. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Here's Durant. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside, Green. Into the lane. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, Draymond went straight to the hoop that time. No wiggle room. And scored.
On the wing, Durant. Lets it fly. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 4th rebound in this one. Moody on the wing. They set the screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Outside Bull, looking to end the run. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. The kick out, Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 11.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Green, then there's Butler, and it's Post in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Warriors lead by 12. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. They grab their own miss. Suns trail by 15. Bull finds Durant. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Oh, man, this guy. KD, rack up another one.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Pass to Post. Here's Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer!
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Bowl, no good. The Warriors lead by 14. Moody passes to Butler. Back to Moody. Now Butler. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Green. From outside the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Durant. And it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
Curry drives in. Here's Post. From outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 12. Lee on the wing. Pass to Durant.
Golden State foul.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Pajemski's checked in.
Coming out of the floor for your Warriors, number 2, Brandon.
Booker against Butler. Bowl. Pass to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Durant. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Butler. And Booker pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time. A two-guard that can beat you in a variety of ways. Booker is more than just about chucking up threes, but he will make them.
But Cimke's shot is good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Booker with a screen on Green. Durant finds Booker. Back to Durant. Now here's Dunn. Pass to Durant. Fires for three. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
52 seconds left in the second period. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Green, a screen. But Cimke's shot is good. But Cimke's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones, the pass to Allen. Will it go? Pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot from behind the arc. And the Suns miss again. Moody on the wing. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the 1. And it's Hield missing. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns, trailing by 19. Pass to Jones. Back to Beal. Allen outside. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. 4-3. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
He left his defender shook right there, destroying him with that slick handle.
Unbelievable handles. He's got more handles than a 6-door limousine. Quickness, body control, all of that on display.
With some arc. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Allen.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. O'Neal up and in on the layup. O'Neal's got 5 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The kick out, Curry. Over Jones. Curry with another miss.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Oh, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
The Warriors lead by 20. Pass to Payton. Back to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Santos. Let's go with a three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Jones. Count it.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Kuminga with a screen on Jones. The rebound by Allen.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Here's O'Neal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the second free throw is good. The Warriors lead by 23. Outside Curry. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. That won't go either for Curry. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Beal finds Allen. Here's the three. Here's Plumlee. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes.
Shot is good by Curry.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And Beal launches from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Beal's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Curry, 25 points in the game. Beal from outside, knocks down the long J.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Golden State. Post has got rebound number 8 now. Curry, no good. And Phoenix shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Launches a 3. Knocked away. Pass to Durant from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
They set a pick, and here's Curry for three. He buries it from three. Curry's got 31 points.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside, Green. Fires the three. No good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Moody from outside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 7 assists in the game. Booker for three. Gets the three to fall.
Well, Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Curry, no good. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Booker surveying the floor. No good with the triple. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Curry. Takes the three. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Booker. Takes a three. Durant finds Booker. There's the triple. That's good from Durant on the assist by Booker. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, you wake up tomorrow and look at this box score and you know that Kevin Durant had a massive night.
Back to Curry. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now. Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Curry with it. Guarded down by Bull. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Suns trail by 19. Bull, a screen on Butler. For three, Booker. The rebound by Post. Post has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Butler on the wing. The three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Shot clock at 6. Booker, good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Booker against Curry. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth. And the three off target. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside for Green. Back to Curry. There's the three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Booker against Butler. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Durant. So Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry.
On paper, Craig, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. We've got Booker. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then there's Bull. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Durant. Over Jackson. KD with the bucket.
What I like about Durant is his shot selection. Just such an intelligent shot taker.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thank you, David.
You know John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
The shot by KD. No good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the three on the other end.
The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Booker the pass to Dunn. Wants to get it to Booker and does. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Booker following John Morant's three. And Booker kicks to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were two loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Here's Morant. Pass to Wells. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Shots good by Booker.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Morant drives in. Here's Heaney. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Durant with a wide-open look. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns, poor group, had some growing pains in that first season. But look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
The kick out to Bain. Morant against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Edey. Jackson from long range. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Bain. Outside Jackson. Wells wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Morant dishes to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Bain. Pass to Edey. Back to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Over Lee. Bain, no good. Wells with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Jackson finds Morant. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a
tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Bull, Booker out there with Lee, and it's Durant, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Goes up at the stripe, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Booker. And that's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
Well, Phoenix shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Cans it from downtown.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. And then Durant with the dunk.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Jackson from long range. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make. Durant rising up. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Booker the pass to Dunn. Lee outside. Dunn with a screen on Bain. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. KD's shot is off. Memphis leading. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Bain kicks to Morant. The kick out to Bain. Three-pointer. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Bull. Durant in the corner. Bull setting the pick for Durant. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Back to O'Neal. Jones sets the pick for O'Neal. And again, it's the Suns missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Aldama's got 6.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
That's tipped. Pass to Kennard. The 3. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Luke Kennard. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson. Then it's Pippen. And it's Huff in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Allen passes to Plumlee. Now O'Neal. Defended by Aldama. O'Neal no good. Memphis leading by 10. Kennard on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Beal from long range. And the rejection by Jackson. The Grizzlies shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter. Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
There's a screen by Aldama. Stolen by O'Neal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
Good job attacking in transition. Beal out in front.
There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Aldama with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Huff passes to Pippen. Clock at 4. Pass to Aldama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Jackson a screen on Beal. Kennard for 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Huff. He's guarded by Plumlee.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Kennard for 3. Tipped away. Suns trail by 11. O'Neal on the wing. Fires the 3. Shoots. Beal with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Launches it. The shot by Beal, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Pass to Kennard. Takes the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum, clawing their way back via fast break points.
Back to Aldama from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's O'Neal. Outside for Beal. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And a corner 3 from Beal is exactly what coach wants to see from his offense.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard. Outside for Pippen. Back to Kennard. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Beal gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Pass to Kennard. There's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. We've got Durant, Lee out there with Booker. Then there's Dunn, and it's Bull in at the center filling out the middle.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The three from KD. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul. Here's Morant. The three ball. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
When you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Morant against Booker. Durant with a screen on Morant. No good from Booker. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
Memphis leading by 11. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. KD can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The three from Morant. And Lee pulls it down. Suns trail by 10. Booker with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis has gone 1-3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jackson has the open look. And the three off target. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Wells' shot is good. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Memphis?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Now here's Booker. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. And it comes off the front of the rim. Memphis leading by 16. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Took him no time at all on that one. Booker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. Morant with it. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Shoots the three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good. Morant.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Durant wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Here's Morant. Here's Wells. Off target. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good cover. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Butler, Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun. We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Curry. Pass to Post.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
For 3. Sinks it from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Here's Curry, denied by Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Morant against Butler. The turnaround. Rebounded by Green.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 5 now.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Moody from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading by 3. Left side, Morant. Jams it right over Stephen Curry.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Post. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Morant. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
To the inside, Moody passes to Curry. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
Yeah, that's Curry's natural scoring ability. He can almost always find a shot.
There's a screen. Morant with it, now guarded by Curry. Wells, the pass to Morant. Jackson outside. Knocks it down from distance. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Moody on the wing, guarded by Bane. The kick out, Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 13.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Takes it inside, goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Kennard, and another basket for Memphis. Warriors trail by 4. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example, they call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
The ball's knocked loose. And there's the screen. Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler with the ball. And it's Aldama picking him up. Back to Butler. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Pippen. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Moody passes to Curry. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A line change here for Memphis. Looney, a screen on Bane. Healed for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bane. Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. On the wing, Bane. Guarded by Hield. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Cimke. Here's Looney. Second chance shot. And here's Kuminga for 3. And the Warriors miss again. Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Bane. Pass to Wells. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, a big slam.
Oh, my gosh. The athleticism.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Oh, Morant. Wow.
Leave it to Morant to shock the defense like this? I mean, just putting it on a string.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
Yeah, the play naturally finds Jackson because he's so well positioned. He's right where his team needs him.
Kuminga's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's the pick. The 3 from Bane. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Podziemski. Sends it home from 3-point land. Podziemski's got 5.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Wells. Pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, that one's good. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Rach, thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Jonathan Kuminga's out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Heel in at the 2. Here's Podziemski. Back to Looney. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Back to Kuminga. 3-pointer. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis leading by 5. Drops in the layup for 2. Aldama's got his first points in this one. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Jackson can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 4. Healed for 3. Here's Kuminga. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. That one is off. Memphis is gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Nice shot by Kennard.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Podziemski. Cans it with nobody near him. Podziemski's got 7 points. Grizzlies lead by 5. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's the teardrop and the basket by Pippen.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Cimke. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Pass to Post. Green, a screen. And Post gets it to go. Post has got his second basket.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Pippen, pass to Jackson. Here's Huff. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Moody from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Aldama outside. Kennard outside. Picked by Aldama. Kennard passes to Pippen. Over Butler. Here's Kennard. Nice D from Moody.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And they recover it. Pass to Green. Second shot opportunity. Oh, look at Green. Get his inside.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
There's the drive. And the basket by Pippen. Warriors trail by 5. And here's Butler outside. Kennard with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Huff. Now here's Kennard. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. And now it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Here's Butler. Butler right to the heart.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Here's Pippen. Aldama outside. Pass to Huff. Aldama outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Pippen. We've got Luke Kennard, Santi Aldama out there with Jackson, and it's Huff in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Warriors trail by 6. Curry surveys. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A line change here for Memphis.
First team substitution on the court.
A 3 from the inbound. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
They set the pick. Pass to Edey. Clock at 6. Here's Wells. Shoots over Curry. Wells misses.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Puts it up. Curry's shot is off.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
The shot from the low post is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
The Grizzlies pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Morant outside. Offensive board. Pass to Jackson. Here's Wells. For 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Moody. Green, the pass to Butler. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Shot from the top of the key. And the shot no good. A bit short. Memphis leading by 5. Wells, the pass to Bain. There's a screen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. Curry finds Green. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. Wells has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Wells. He's covered by Curry. The 3 ball. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And here's Morant outside. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
And it's Green missing. Memphis leading by 9. It's stolen by Green. Moody on the wing from behind the arc. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Cleared away by Wells.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Morant against Curry.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from Curry. Knocks down the triple. Curry's got 35. Now here's Morant. Over Butler. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better.